There's a lot of good wine all around the world. Wine lovers can spend the whole of their lives looking for the best varieties. And they say that one of the best can be found here in Germany's west, in what's said to be the oldest winemaking region in Germany, the Mosel-Saar-Ruwer. The wine is Riesling. Having spent decades in the shadow of other grape varieties and growing regions, this wine has now returned to wine's Premier League, to the delight of Vintner Hanno Zilliken. I think we're going through a great period for German winemaking, this Riesling Renaissance, and the renaissance of wine growing in general. 20 years ago, we could have only dreamed about it. He cultivates Riesling exclusively, and he's about to pass his vineyard on the Saar River down to the 11th generation of his family, to his daughter Dorothee. She's part of a new generation of vintners in Germany, notable for one thing above all, their self-confidence. She has the know-how, she's convinced of the wine's quality and its potential on the international wine market. 70% of the Zilliken's wine is exported. Frequently, Riesling enjoys a better reputation abroad than it does at home.
Since the
90s, there's been a boom at home and abroad. Many people first see our wines on wine menus in America, South Africa, Australia or Japan. And they're amazed that German Riesling can be so varied. Riesling has always profited from the special mineral-rich quality of the slate soils in the Mosel-Saar-Ruwer growing region. But the roots of Riesling go deeper still. Young German vintners are very aware of the quality and tradition of the grape variety and have started an initiative called Generation Riesling to market the wine and their growing techniques internationally. One of them is Kai Hausen, who runs a small Riesling vineyard with friends in Ruwertal near Trier. In his day job, he works for a large winery. But on the side, he produces his own Riesling to the highest standards and stress-free. Our philosophy, especially in the casket phase, is don't do anything. Less is more. We just give it the time it needs. Project 156, as the Vintner friends call themselves, is a time-consuming hobby, and the result is that they're making a name for themselves among wine aficionados. Their wine is special. The more time you invest in the vineyard, the more you get back in terms of quality, volume and pleasure. It's people like Kai Hausen and Dorothee Zilliken who are determined not to leave Riesling to its fate, to the whims of the market or machines. They prefer to nurture careful techniques to get the best out of their wines. You can really taste the fact that they're from here. They're not interchangeable and they can't be copied. That's what's so great about them. You can spend a long time looking for the best wine, so perhaps it's worth starting with Riesling.